Welcome to yet another video offered by EduPen channel. So in this video, basically what we're going to be doing is calculations of total momentum. So we have a statement given. So it says that two golf balls roll towards each other. So the first thing that you need to do is to outline the information that you are actually given. So we are given that there are actually two golf balls. So we have ball number 1 and also ball number 2. So they each have a mass of 100 grams. So you write that down. So their mass is the same, it's 100 grams each. 100 grams each. And then ball 1 is moving at a velocity of 2.4 meters per second to the right. So velocity is equals to 2.4 meters per second to the right. And ball number 2 is moving at a velocity of 3 meters per second. 3 meters per second to the left. To the left. And then it is said that you should calculate the total momentum of the system. So the first thing that you need to do in momentum calculations or any other calculations, you have to check if the values that you have been given for each component of the formula of whatever you are actually required to calculate are actually in their correct units. So in momentum calculations, you need to know that your mass always have to be in kilograms and your velocity always has to be in meters per second. And if you are given speed, maybe it's 3 kilometers per hour, you have to convert that to meters per second, which is the velocity as well. But in our case, we actually have 100 grams as the only thing that we need to actually convert into kilograms. So we are going to go ahead and say that mass is equals to 100 divided by 1000, which is equals to 0.1 kilograms. So the mass of both balls is 0.1 kilograms. And then before you proceed with the calculations, you actually need to decide which direction is actually positive and which one is negative. So I'm gonna choose right as being the positive direction. So if I get an answer that is actually negative, that will actually indicate that the balls after they actually collide with each other, they actually moved to the left. But if it's positive, it will mean that after collision or after they hit each other, they actually moved to the right. So therefore I'm gonna say take right as positive. Take right as positive. And then we proceed with the calculations. So the momentum for ball number 1 is going to be P, which is equals to mv. So this is the formula for calculation of the momentum. And then we have our mass, which is 0.1. And then the velocity for ball number 1, it's 2.4, which is equals to 0.24 kilograms meters per second. And then you also have to write the direction. So it's 0.24 kilograms meters per second to the right. So hence it's positive. And then we also go to calculation of momentum of ball number 2. So P is equals to mv, and then the mass, it's 0.1 multiplied by 3. And then the answer, it's 0.3 kilograms meters per second to the left. And then we proceed with the calculations. So we are not done yet. We were actually required to calculate the total momentum. So this is actually where this direction actually comes into play. So we say that we have taken right as positive. So if after calculation of the total momentum we get a positive answer, it means the two balls after hitting each other, they then moved to the right. If we get a negative answer, it means that they moved to the left. So we go ahead and say total momentum is equals to momentum number 1 plus momentum number 2. So momentum number 1, we take it as positive, so it's going to be 0.24. And then momentum number 2, because it's going to the left, we said we're taking right as positive, is going to be negative. So we're going to have minus 0.3, which is equals to negative 0.06 kilograms meters per second. And then this negative, it actually indicates that those balls actually moved to the left after they hit each other, or after they came in contact with each other. So you're going to have to write your final answer as 0.06 kilograms meters per second to the left. And then that's all that you were actually required to do. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget that I'm looking at you. And hit that bell notification icon so that you do not miss any content from us. See you on the next one.